Bassline Fest is paying tribute to Dr. Nelson Mandela during his centenary year. Tata would have turned 100 this year. The festival also falls during Africa Month. It's set to have big local and international acts, such as five-time Grammy-winning legends Ladysmith Black Mambazo. Get this, Salif Keita, Yemi Alade, Nakhane, Sipho Hotstix Mabuse, and a whole lot more. Let's find out more about the show from another spectacular musician, Femi, Koya, and Brad Holmes, who's the festival director and owner of Bassline Live. A very good morning to you, Jason.
Good morning to you.
Thank you for joining us. The excitement that besieged me when I saw Salif Keita's name. Let me start with you, Brad. What actually brought this about?
So the process was about doing an interesting collaboration of African artists to celebrate to a tribute to Nelson Mandela. So I approached somebody who manages a lot of acts in Africa, and then the process was putting together, which won't ever really happen again, was Ladysmith Black Mambazo, obviously just won a Grammy, Salif Keita, who is a super legend, and Yemi Alade, who is arguably Africa's biggest act, and basically putting them in a rehearsal room for a week, and they're going to put a tribute together for Nelson Mandela. Another
one of Africa's biggest acts is sitting right here with us. Femi,
yes.
Good morning.
Good morning.
Your expectations for the show, I mean, what drew you when you got a call to say, come on board, this is what we're doing?
Well, for me, Africa is number one. You know, everything African for me, it's number one. So, and we're in Africa Month, the month of May. So when I got a call for the Bassline Fest, I was like, whoa, yes. This is time for me to show my Africanism. It's time for me to bring out that thing that is right in me, the Africanness, on the stage of the Bassline Fest. So it's definitely going to be a powerhouse. It's going to be a powerhouse. As you heard Salif Keita, there's Yemi Alade, there's the Ladysmith Black Mambazo, and all the great artists are going to be there. So I'll be sharing the stage as well with them. And for me, it's Femi Koya. I'm the real Makoya. I make things happen.
The real McCoy that makes things happen. Brad, you also make things happen. I just want to know about the collaboration with Con Hill. We are celebrating Dr. Madiba's life this year, and what better way to do it than through song and dance?
Yeah, well, I think Constitution Hill, Con Hill, which is as I've said, it's like the epicenter of our integrity as a nation. So to celebrate Madiba's 100 years, to celebrate Africa Day, to celebrate Africa Month, there isn't actually a more poignant venue than Con Hill. And Con Hill is doing a whole lot of really interesting festivals that are going down there. And it's right next to Hillbrow, you know. So for us, being Africa Month, is we speak to the diaspora and they can walk to the gig. And that's really, really important for us as well.
Right.
So we love Con Hill as a venue, yeah.
Right. Femi, you are a musician that started off with his first album being Newtown, because you got to Newtown and there's a story behind that. And I want to get into that. Tell us the story behind your first album and how Newtown actually inspired you.
When I arrived in South Africa from Nigeria, I found myself in Newtown because at the time, Newtown was where everything happened. So I'd move from venues to venues in Newtown, meet people from different African countries and people from all over the world. And you exchange cultures, you learn their music, they learn your music, you learn to know about them and where they're from. So there was this element about Newtown that just, you know, it changes your understanding about the world and about Africa. So that album was just in Newtown. It was all the experience that I gathered together moving from one place to the other in Newtown. But unfortunately, Newtown has changed and things are no more the same. So my new album, my latest album, which is this one, it's Village Afrobeat. And it's what I'm doing now. It's where I am right now. And that's what I'm taking to the Bassline Fest on the 26th of May. So if you haven't got your ticket, you better go and get your ticket because this one is going to be serious. It's a serious matter. We're not joking here.
Brad, I just want to come back to you and talk about the collaboration and the cross-pollination of artists that we're seeing here. Is there a possibility of actually taking it outside of South Africa, the fest, that is maybe one, getting a chance to fly out to Nigeria and get to see and experience other cultures on the continent?
So what we are doing, and it's actually formalized now, is we've got a circuit called Igorda, which Femi is also performing on, which involves Bushfire, which is in Swaziland, Zakifo in Durban, Bassline Fest, Joburg. We do Doa, Kampala, Sakifo in Reunion Island, and Asgo in Maputo. And what we're doing now is we are sending all the artists through the circuit. So it is essentially a Southern African, and it's moving into an Eastern African a festival circuit. And the whole idea is in 10 years' time, we will be pioneers of a Africa Month festival circuit where we can go to big artists and say, we got 15 gigs for you. And they can tour and experience Africa.
Beautiful.
Promoters win because we share costs. Audiences win because they get exposed to artists. Everybody wins. And
do
it's
artists
something that,
win, Femi?
And artists obviously win because they get lots of gigs. Everybody wins. Yeah.
What are you promising us, or perhaps maybe we can get a snippet of what to expect come the 26th, Femi?
Okay. Yemi Alade will be there. Yemi Alade sang the song, I'm Looking for My Journey. A lot of people know that song, it's very huge. And I've got a song released called Looking for Lerato. So there's going to be a serious issue. Because Yemi Alade will be looking for Lerato.
Looking for a lot of people.
For Johnny, I'll be looking for Lerato. So, but on a serious note, I'd really like to show people the difference between Nigerian music and South African music. Why I'm saying this is a lot of people don't understand how huge Nigerian culture and Nigerian music is. There will be a difference because Yemi Alade will come with the modern Afro beats, and I play the traditional Afrobeat, which was originated by the late Fela Kuti. So there will be, I don't know how to put it, but there'll be like some serious magic happening.
You got me hooked, and I want to give a teaser maybe to our audience, if you can give us like a note or something, what to expect.
If you call a woman, African woman, no go gree. She go say, yeah. I'm looking for Lerato.
Yes, that was a great teaser. Thank you very much.
Thank you.
Gentlemen, thank you very much, and we'll see you at the festival most definitely.
Great.
Thank you so much for your time this morning. That was Femi Koya and Brad Holmes talking to us about the Bassline Festival come May the 26th.